Hey guys!
Welcome to Girl
Brains, where we talk about everything going on in our
Girl Brain.
Girl Brains.
I'm Sydney.
I'm Nikki.
We're back.
We're back. Episode
6?
7? No, I think it's 7.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's 7, which is kind of crazy to think about.
Really proud of us
I
for
know.
being consistent.
Sydney and I were looking at our Spotify statistics, because you can look at your Spotify statistics, and there's like 20 people who tune in weekly,
and I love that,
which is kind of so. Thank you guys for those of you guys that tune in. We thank you guys for the support.
Our pickles are so loyal.
Yes, we're thinking about making merch.
Yeah,
probably not going to yet, but
yeah,
that shit's expensive.
Yeah,
but
also if you're listening, please follow our Instagram.
Oh yeah, follow our Instagram
at Girl Brains Podcast. My personal goal: we have 63 followers currently. I want to get us to 75.
Yeah, so we're gonna start ramping
share with
up
your
the
friends.
social media posts a little bit, trying to climb out there. But yeah, kind of crazy that we actually get more than 5 people that tune in weekly.
I know.
Especially it's not just my mom.
I know.
It's kind of crazy to me.
I know. But I do love that your mom listens.
I do too. We don't have many notes from Sabat today other than she thought Bosco was a cute name for my robot dog.
I texted you and I texted the wrong name. Roscoe. I said Roscoe. But
because Roscoe's a common one.
Mm-hmm.
I had my neighbors up north had a cat named Roscoe, and he was super cute.
Yeah.
But I don't know where Bosco came from.
It was cute. Yeah. So if you haven't seen, Nikki posted an Instagram yesterday of her robot dog, Bosco, from last week's episode. So check that out.
And then, we're also going to start making, we're going to link them. We're going to make a post about it. But because I listen to a bunch of random ass things, we're going to start making Spotify playlists. Mm-hmm. So Sydney's going to have her own. I'm going to have my own.
We're going to have our own.
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I think that'd be cute. Okay, my bad.
No, I thought we were going to do a combo one, but that's okay. We can do
No, I think it'd be fun if you referenced the things that you really liked and listened to. And then I had my Eurovision songs and then Man or Muppet.
Gotcha.
Which I watched last night. I watched the Muppet movie
I saw you posted the Rainbow Connection.
Yeah, it was so good. Guys.
Are you okay?
I am okay. It's just a comfort movie. So it's just and I realized I was I haven't seen this in a while.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched it and it was just.
Did you watch the whole movie?
Funny. Or I watched the whole movie. It is so funny. It is so funny. I'm obsessed with it.
I still haven't listened to Man or Muppet. I will.
Whatever.
Okay.
Whatever.
I was saying for my playlist, it was just going to be Mirrorball 13 times. And then this is me trying.
If I'm okay.
Yeah.
She's asking if I'm okay.
It's fine. I'm good.
Same.
Yeah.
Especially because.
Oh.
Do you want to say it?
No. It's all you. It's all you. Get it.
Well, let's talk trendy.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Bridgerton. Hello, season 3 just came out. Well, last week, but.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, I think we should give a little bit of our personal history with Bridgerton before we jump into season 3.
Okay.
So, have you read the books?
I have not read the books. I've heard meh things about the books. It's just kind of one of those. It all follows the same formula.
Yeah.
So you've read one, you've basically read them all.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just so many. But I've been keeping up with it as they've been dropping. So I was there when they dropped season 1. And me and my mom watch it. A lot of people are probably oh, because there's a lot of...
Watching that with your mom.
Heavy.
But you and your mom have a cool relationship.
Yeah, me and mom are pretty cool. We laugh about it together sometimes. It's cringe.
That's good. You should be able to
So yeah, me and my mom have been there since day 1.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen Queen Charlotte. I didn't watch that one as soon as it came out, but I did watch it. And that one was really good too.
Yeah. I watched the first season and it was 2020 when it first dropped.
Something like that, yeah, COVID time.
Yeah. I remember watching it and being oh my gosh, this is so good. And I loved it. And my birthday was shortly after. And one of my friends got me the book for my birthday because he knew that I was really into it. Never read the book. I started it, but it was I had just watched the season and
so
it was
it
was the exact same thing.
Yeah.
So it was I don't really need this.
Yeah. And the diversity isn't really all there in the books, somebody said.
Yeah. And there's no music in the books.
Oh yeah, obviously.
The music is the best part.
So good.
The music is so good.
Eat the music up.
Yeah. I remember that when the first season came out, listening to that soundtrack a lot just around the house. It's just good background noise and it's familiar but different enough.
It's familiar, but it's not the actual lyrics and stuff.
And then I started season 2 and I was looking on my Netflix recently and I'd watched 2 episodes or 3. I don't know. I just didn't really get into it. I don't know what was going on in my life at that point. And I never watched Queen Charlotte, and I was this new round of it, I was like, I kind of gave up, and that's fine. And I didn't really feel like anything like I was missing.
Mhm.
But then I kept watching a lot of the promo stuff with what's her name? Like Nicola?
Yeah.
Yeah. And she just seemed really
I love her. I wanna be her
charming.
best friend.
Yeah.
I want to be friends with her so bad.
And I was watching all this, like, the CBS Good Morning and, like, talking about the sets and the costumes,
Yeah.
and I was kind of like, "Okay, they got me. They got me." And then you were talking about it a lot, and I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna do this." So
I love Bridgerton.
I, like, literally just finished
literally
an hour ago, just finished the last episode in this chunk of
carriage
yeah.
scene.
So everybody been talking about the carriage scene, and it's at the very end. So I kept waiting, and then
Ricky, tune us out right now. Ricky hasn't seen it.
Yeah. So we're gonna just go like full spoilers, right?
We're gonna have to. I'm sorry, Ricky,
because it's 4 episodes.
It's so good.
Yeah. So you were really excited because you love Penelope.
I loved Penelope. I've always loved Penelope. Like even in season 1, like I've always been a Penelope girl. Like she's just the best.
Yeah. Yeah. I like it that she is like, it's like she's kind of an outsider. She's not like a Bridgerton.
Yeah.
But she's like, I don't know, she's very relatable. I think we all relate to that like outside character that's like
for sure.
looking in and like trying to be something. And I like her transformation, not just like the physical one, but we were talking about like she
realizes what she wants.
Yeah.
Like it's not just like what she thinks she wants.
Yeah.
But that she like does want to marry and like leave. And not stay with her like family forever, which her family's full of a bunch of assholes. I'm not saying that they're not like that they're good people.
Yeah.
But I like eat them up. They're so funny to me.
They're good characters.
They're so funny to me.
They
not good people, but like
good characters. That's
like
the thing. It's like good characters, but not good people.
But I'm like, I fucking love when they interact with each other. It's so funny.
You really like the mom.
The mom cracks me up where she's like, "This is why I told you you shouldn't read all the time." And I was like, God, what a mood. Like, this is so funny.
It's so funny because it's like just this idea of like, you gotta be dumb. Like, let men explain stuff to you and just pretend that you're really interested in grass.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so universal. It's like, I still do it. I'm like, tell me more.
He's like, oh, like, I see you're reading. She doesn't understand any of it. Why don't you explain it to us? And I was like, so funny.
Yeah.
So funny.
But it's like, the mom still like wants the best for her. It's just misguided.
Yeah, very.
Yeah.
Not a good person, but she's so funny. I love her. Even her sisters are so funny.
When the sisters are like touching their boobs and are like, like my breasts are tender.
And she was like, are you making fun of me? And that was so funny.
I know. I was like, what am I watching?
Or like when they're talking about like when we talked about it at Auburn Oil today too, because we were talking about it. And he was like, you know, like when he inserts himself, and she's like, what are you talking about? Where? Like inserts himself where? She's like, we just kiss, and then he makes like a funny noise, and he goes changes his pants. It was so funny. It's so funny. I
forgot that like in the first season, that's like a big part because she like doesn't know anything about like sex or those things. Yeah,
it's so funny.
God, yeah, it's good. And what do you think? So what's the guy's name? Colin?
Yeah.
You don't like Colin.
I'm not like the hugest Colin fan. I think out of like Anthony, Benedict, and Colin, like he's probably my least favorite. And I was like kind of like a Lord Debling like fan.
That's the blonde guy.
Yeah, the blonde guy.
I was surprised because you hate blonde men.
No, I mean I didn't think he was cute, but I thought like I was kind of shipping him and Penelope a little bit until I was like, oh no, she's gonna be fucking miserable. I'd be miserable.
I thought, okay, we just watched like the last episode together, and I was like, I liked them together, and I thought this was like cute, and I was like feeling good for her to get some like affirmation from men. But then when he's like, oh, you were looking at Colin or whatever, and then he decides like he's out, and I'm like, he was gonna leave, and he's like, it's not a love match, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's like practical.
Yeah,
and
then he's like mad at her for having feelings, and it's like, you just showed up
because he's a man.
He's a man. He's stupid, but like it made me. Yeah,
but it's the same shit. It's like he was like talking with Cressida a lot too, and it's like, oh, but if she were to be like, oh,
yeah,
men are men.
Yeah, and I think I did not like that arch for him because I was like, he seems cool. And then he didn't. But that's how it goes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Unfortunately.
I don't know, because like I don't think I don't know. We talked about this too. I was like, I mean, like, I feel like the fandom, if you will call it that, has turned into like people are like, oh my god, like why would she like not go with Lord Devling
Oh,
compared
really?
to yeah, because I feel like a lot of people are like that security is kind of like important, and like I think it's
Yeah.
just a matter of how you like
What your priority
you get
is.
what your priority is,
Yeah.
and how you grade things.
Yeah.
Because it's like to me, like I'd be miserable if I just married somebody because it was practical.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, obviously, you can learn to love somebody, but why would you want to like learn to love them if you have somebody that you already have in your life that you like?
But well, like Colin comes around, so
Yeah.
it ends up okay. But like if it's not gonna end up okay with Colin, then I can see like going with Lord Devlin.
Yeah, for sure. But I think like the two of them, I mean, I guess because it's different because we were also like seeing like both of their like sides. So
Yeah.
we knew that Colin was like
Dreaming
liking
about her,
I
having the
know.
dreams.
Oh my gosh, my mom and I were watching it and we were like, oh, like poor Penelope.
I know. It's like,
and then
girl,
it's
get
like
it.
Colin wakes up and I
Yeah.
was like gagged. I was so gagged. I was like,
do you like that he's having this turnaround? Because I'm a little bit like,
I feel like it could have been a lot. I'm just nervous about how the last 4 episodes are gonna go. Like, obviously they end up together because it's Bridgerton.
mm-hmm.
But it's like I do kind of wish the yearning was there a little bit more.
Yeah. There's got to be something. So the last scene of episode 4 is like the carriage scene where they're like they get hot and heavy in the carriage, and then he's basically like, will you marry me?
Yeah, and then that's how it ends.
Yeah, but then it's not going to be smooth sailing from there. Like there's got to be some more conflict before it's resolved. I wonder if he's going to get like embarrassed of her, like publicly.
Know.
I guess there are books and we can figure this out, but it's more fun to speculate.
Yeah, I mean, it is a lot more fun to speculate.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, that's why I was like, this is a little too convenient. I wish, first of all, I wish it wasn't released in like 2 parts. I understand why, because like capitalism, but like that's so stupid to me.
Yeah.
But I really wish the yearning was there a little bit more. Like between the two. Like, but on his end. Like, I wish he was kind of fighting for it a little bit more.
Yeah, because there's like one scene where he like it's like at a brothel, right? Where he's like trying to go to the brothel or whatever.
He's like a regular there.
Yeah, he is. He's like kind of a man whore.
And he was getting freaky in France.
Yeah, he was. He was doing all the stuff. And then it's just like all of a sudden he's like, this is dumb and I don't care about this anymore. And I'm like, that's not realistic. Yeah. I feel like it would have taken him longer to like come around. And I
don't know if I wouldn't call it realistic though.
What part?
Because like men are men, so I feel like it's like fine, but then it's like as soon as somebody else wants something that like they have, it's like
you think it's because Lord Devlin was into her?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. That's a good point.
For sure, because like he was fine helping her out until like she started hanging around people and people were hanging around her, and then he was like,
But the kiss did something for him too.
Oh, for sure. I mean, oh my god, I eat it up every fucking time. First of all, it wasn't even a peck; it was like a kiss. Like she was like, please, Colin. Like, I'm just like, let's ruin.
Don't you think that's so like cringy? That
it is. But I do not give a fuck. And she was like, please, and then he like kisses her, but he like kisses with a capital K. Like, it's not a peck. It's not a little smooch. Like they were going at it, and then I eat it up every fucking time. Every time when like they pull away, and then they go immediately right back in.
It's kind of like a no-win situation for him.
Shoot me in the knee. That's what I gotta say to that. Every time. Eat it up every time.
Like, he can't win in this situation. If she's asking him to kiss me just so I can, like, have a kiss before I die, like, if he kisses her, like, then it could be awkward between the two of them. If he says no, then he's an asshole. So, I mean, it worked out, but I
know what you mean, but it's a fake. It's a fake.
I know.
But God, you like, and then he pulled away and then he went right back in for seconds. Hello. Yeah. My mom has forbidden me from barking. So I can't bark anymore. But I know. She's like, that's too cringe. Please stop.
This is part of your charm though. And I think we embrace cringe, girl brains.
Yes, we do. But it's gonna be on a note from Sabat if I'm just like
barking. But in your heart, you're barking.
I am.
Yeah, I know you are.
I do it all the time unironically. It's so fun. It is so fun.
It's good. It's a good
like marker. If I'm reading, I'll just start doing it. I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? God.
You put it on your Instagram stories. You put like a little
dog. Yeah, it's like a little dog barking audio. God. And then it's like a picture of like a page in like the book that I'm reading or something.
Yeah. Are there other storylines that you like? Oh, what's her name? Francesca.
Yeah, so
And
I got that one spoiled to me.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, I mean the books came out like forever ago, I think,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, like I kind of know what happens with her.
We were talking about like
She's so cute though.
She's so cute. She kind of reminds me of like Leighton Meester, Blair Waldorf from Gossip Girl.
I see it.
Do you see it a little bit?
I see it a little bit.
Yeah. I think just like the way that she carries herself and bone structure or something.
I see it a little bit. I think it is like because they recasted her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's not originally the girl who has been playing Francesca. I think like if I read somewhere and everything on the internet is true, obviously.
It's
like the original actress for Francesca was like filming something for a different Netflix show. That show ended up being canceled, so it's like she got fucked over.
Well, and same with the guy from season 1, the Duke. Well, he left on his
because
own.
He thought he was like bigger and badder than this, and the only thing all my friends, because we talked about this, and they're like, the only thing that he's been in since then is fucking Dungeons and Dragon movie, which is really good. It's also a really good movie.
Hosted the episode of SNL with Olivia Rodrigo back in the day. That was like really peak for both of them. Yeah, and they had a skit where they were singing Driver's License together. It was good.
So other than those two, that, like. Yeah. It's been nothing.
Yeah, he burned bright and fast, and then
he should have stayed.
He really should have
really would have done better for him than him like thinking he's hot shit and leaving.
Yeah.
Because then he fucked up poor Daphne too. Because now Daphne can't show up because it's like, where's your husband?
Yeah, I liked that season a lot. That was
I loved season 1.
That was really good.
God, season 1 was so good. It's all
season
2 was pretty good too. But
season 1 was so good too because like I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what the world was.
Yeah.
And so like when they started playing the music of like it's like Wildest Dreams by Taylor Swift, but like in this like instrumental, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is cool. And you don't know like how hot or not hot it's gonna be.
Sure. Like I remember me and my mom were watching, we'd be like,
what's gonna happen?
Is this?
Yeah, are they?
Is this Sia?
Yeah.
So it was funny.
Yeah.
But season 2 is pretty good too.
I'm probably not going to go back to season 2. I might go to Queen Charlotte.
Queen Charlotte is really good. I think if you have to pick between the two, watch Queen Charlotte. I think Queen Charlotte is like pretty peak. Peak.
This is not related, but I did see today on Netflix. There's a new show called Buying London, I think, which is up my alley because I've just finished watching like Buying the OC. No, we're not doing.
What goes on in this Buying London?
I don't know. Like I just saw the little clip or like the thumbnall for it, and I figure it's like because there's like Selling Sunset, Selling the OC. I think it's probably one of those, but just in England. So I'll probably watch it this weekend. I'll report back.
England.
You never been?
No.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to.
Yeah.
It's so expensive.
Have you been to Europe? Because you're Albanian. Yeah.
I've been to Switzerland.
Because your aunt lives there.
Yeah, because my aunt lives there.
Eurovision.
Yeah, I love Eurovision. Well, it's being hosted. There's a lot of. We're not going to get into it. We could talk about that off camera. But maybe I think that'd be kind of fun if I were to go for Eurovision.
That would be cool.
Being hosted over there, but I don't know if she's closer to Zurich than she is Bern. So I wonder if it's in the capital. Might be a little bit more of a journey.
Yeah. They have a good train system over there.
I'm really fucking considering going. But the problem is that I'm going to a wedding in Australia next summer too. And that's like, I can do an 8-hour flight, basic economy, but 15 hours on a plane, I'm getting at least premium.
Oh, for the Australia trip?
For the Australia trip. I mean, 15 hours on a plane is fucking crazy.
It is.
And I did it regular economy going up. And I'm like, Like, I'd rather just pay. And I can pay to upgrade a premium. So.
Even if you do just like the extra legroom. I went to Australia a couple years ago and I paid for like extra legroom. And on one of the flights, I got the exit row, the emergency exit. So that was nice. But yeah.
Yeah, but like nothing happened. I can't do the emergency exit row. I get too.
Well, I just meant because you get more legroom.
No, yeah,
but I know.
I understand the benefits,
but not for you.
The pressure,
especially on a flight like that.
Yeah, if like something happens and I gotta step the fuck up,
like that Malaysia flight. God, that scared me.
Yeah,
that was not fun. Anyway,
yeah, no, literally.
Yeah.
But
okay. So anyway, Buying London.
Well, I'm excited. Is that going to be your show this weekend then?
Probably. Yeah. Because I finished Bridgerton, and so if I have time to watch something this weekend, that will probably top of my list.
How it goes.
Oh well.
I haven't been You need to watch Dairy Girls too if you like.
Okay,
her.
yes.
Dairy Girls
Yeah.
is so funny.
Is it on Netflix? Or?
It is on
Okay.
Netflix. I think. Ooh, I don't know how many seasons there are. There's more than one, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. The problem is that was like a show I watched forever ago. So I was literally like just like back to back to back. Like I just kept that hoe rolling.
Keep that hoe rolling.
So it's really funny though. I needed subtitles though. Because they're Irish.
Irish,
they have the Irish accents, but it's like thick sometimes. Like I'm like, this isn't English to me. Like this is not English sounding to me anymore at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's really good. So y'all, if you guys liked her, you should definitely go check out Dairy Girls because she's also on that one as well.
Okay. Lots of good TV recs these days. It's good.
I'm not like a huge TV girly either, so
yeah.
I don't know. I'm more of a movie girly.
Yeah.
I watched the old Dune movie yesterday.
You're still in your Dune kick.
Part 2 came out on HBO Max yesterday, or like this week or something. Which is, I think that was from an unreleased episode, like where we were just troubleshooting how much like Dylan got me. Because originally I wanted to read all the books first. Because I feel like, especially when it's fantasy and sci-fi, I try to make it like romance, like other things like that. I'm kind of indifferent about. But like sci-fi and fantasy, I feel like are two things that like the books are just so much better. Because there's just certain things that you can't capture on camera for like fantasy or sci-fi.
Is it because you think that like, let me think how to say this. Like when they're when they're like doing the like sci-fi things on camera, like I would think that it would be better because you get to like actually see the like.
It is cool seeing it, but a lot of the times there's just like a certain element of it that you can't mimic.
Okay.
Even with like CGI and stuff.
Yeah, or it like looks fake because it is. Yeah.
So that's why I think the new Dune movies did a really good job with it. But the old Dune, I was like laughing my ass off. Dylan said it was really
When
bad.
did the old one come out?
The 70 something.
Oh,
like it's old. And it opens. I hate when movies start like this. And I understand why they might, but I hate it. Literally opened up with the Princess of the Emperor, whose name I cannot remember. It's escaping me right now. She's played by Florence in the new version. She's literally laying out the plot. Like she's literally like, okay, hey guys, so
it's all the exposition.
There's this spice on Arrakis, and that contributes to space travel. So everybody wants to like be on Arrakis and control it because it controls spice. And then there's this emperor, and I'm like, don't tell me, show
don't tell, show
me, like interact with people, so that I'm like, oh shit, like, and that's what in the new Dune movies they did. Like it wasn't, but she literally opens the movie like 3 minutes discussing the entire plot.
Yeah.
And then it like shows us, it was literally like a PowerPoint presentation basically, because then it showed us the different planets, and it was like, this is Arrakis, and this, and I'm like, just take me there.
It feels like insulting as an audience member. You're like, I can track, I can figure this out.
Yeah. I'm like, this is just lazy at this point. But Sting plays Fade Rotha, which is
Sting.
So which is so funny. It is not even remotely the same being.
And is he the one that now is like Austin Butler?
Yes.
With the
not
ball.
Even remotely the same.
Interesting.
There's just so many things. It was just like, was it bad? Yes, but it's only bad because it's a movie. Like it's a movie back from the 70s.
Then, I'm sure.
I imagine it was incredible.
I remember my dad telling me that like when The Exorcist came out, like he was like, that was so scary, like back in the day.
Yeah.
And I watched it and I was kind of like, oh.
I can't.
Yeah.
Listen, I love Halloween, but I can't do like ghosts and shit. I have to like actually mentally prepare myself for ghosts and stuff.
Yeah.
Serial killers, meh. But like
ghosts,
I draw the line.
Okay.
Okay, we could talk about this. Do you believe in ghosts?
Oh, that's a good question.
I do. I'll get my answer out there. I do believe in ghosts.
I don't.
We respect all opinions.
No, I'm trying to think. I'm like, I guess I haven't really
respect most opinions.
Most opinions, not all. I don't think I do believe in ghosts.
Okay, I love that.
I don't know. I don't like think about it too much, but I get that people do, and I'm like, that's cool. And maybe spirits. Yeah. I don't know why it's like a little bit different in my brain. Like, yeah, I think
so. But you believe that there's this like kind of like other realm.
God, okay, we're getting deep.
That, like coexist.
I
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean,
Question
I do
mark?
believe in ghosts,
Okay.
but like, I'm not like also like ghost hunter believe in ghosts. I'm a you stick to your motherfucking side of the river. I'll stick to my side of the river. There's no crossing. I'm not gonna bother you. You don't bother me. Like if anybody pulls, I literally say to my friends all the fucking time, if we're ever somewhere and somebody pulls out a Ouija, whatever the fuck it's called,
Yeah.
board, I'm getting the fuck out of there. I don't care if I have to walk.
You don't want to
I
like
don't care if I
mess
have
with
to
it.
Uber home.
Yeah.
I don't care if I have to just like
Crawl.
Yeah, I mean, like I am not staying at a function where we're fucking around with spirits.
Interesting.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
So, okay, what about like tarot reading? Is that a no?
I'm gonna eat that part up.
Okay.
I think it depends on what kind we're talking about. Because like I think for the most part, the tarot that I've kind of like interacted with is like the ones relating to like your future and like something going on with you. Which like to me kind of takes away that like third.
But like who's controlling the tarot? Like the cards that are getting flipped and stuff. Isn't that like a spiritual
What
thing?
was Betsy's name?
Oh,
Madame B.
Madame B. So our that's what made me think about it. So last year for Halloween, our coworker Betsy, shout out to Betsy. I don't think she's listened, but she should. So she dressed up as like a fortune teller.
Yeah.
And
she brought like a
tarot cards and she called herself Madame B. And she like read whoever's fortunes that wanted to be read. And yeah, so I thought it was
I don't know, that's a very interesting point to bring up though. Cause like I don't necessarily like I have like had people like read me my tarot, but like I don't know if I necessarily like truly like madly believe in it. Like I feel like it's kind of on the same level as like not astronomy. Astrology.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
No, sorry, Neil.
Shout out to Neil.
I believe in science.
Yeah, girl brains, we love science.
We believe in science.
Yeah.
Astrology. I think it's kind of like on the same like plane as like it's fun. Yeah. I think it's like kind of cool. But like at the end of the day, like I'm not basing my day around the result that I got.
But ghosts for you.
Fuck, I don't fuck around with ghosts.
Okay. I respect that.
I do not fuck around with ghosts. I'm really telling you, like, if there's ever a function, somebody's like, let's just start talking. Boy, bye.
What about like angels and demons, that kind of stuff?
So, I mean, like, I'm not getting into like religion.
We don't have to.
We could talk about this. You know, my mom's listening, so I'm like taking that into account. You know, I'm not super religious. Yeah. But I think like I do believe that there is some divine thing out there. Yeah. The amount of influence that has upon our lives, I think about it differently than most other people when it comes to their beliefs. But I wouldn't call myself an atheist. Yeah. Okay. But like I also wouldn't say like I would not deny evolution because like or the religious text said that there's no way that happened.
Right, you're not like a new earther or anything. Yeah, I get that.
So it's like it's a weird middle ground.
No, I understand that.
So like I think I do believe in angels and demons.
Yeah, like spiritual, like a spiritual realm. Yeah, right. And I think ghosts kind of fall into that same category. I think I feel the same way. Yeah,
because it's like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, thinking that like this is finite like that.
Yeah, like that's stressing me the fuck out. So it's kind of crazy. We can talk about dreams now because I think this is very good because you brought that up and this is like something fucking crazy that happened to me. Is so like I'm a psych major, right? Yeah. So like on like one hand, like I like dreams is like kind of like something that nobody really knows what the fuck goes on. Like there's not really any like scientific backing for any one reason compared to the other.
Yeah, there's a lot of theories, competing theories.
Yeah. So it's not like one specific thing that most people are like, oh hey, like I'm a big fan of like that's how your brain kind of gets rid of like the short-term memories, like the aspects of that, like those that like don't get converted into long-term. Yeah. So it's like for those of you who do not understand, it's like if you see a red dress like in the mall, like you might wear a red dress in the dream, kind of like thing. But like you don't remember like walking through the mall and seeing a red dress on a mannequin. Kind of like that is like similar, like the vibe, if I understood it correctly. But it's basically like small details that you see in your short term that don't get converted to your long term. So your brain's just like throwing them out.
That checks out because I think like in my experience recently with dreams, and I think like it's like whatever's on my mind that I like kind of like those intrusive thoughts that like throughout the day that I try to like push out, they come out in my dreams. And it's like sometimes they're stressful and sometimes it's just like things that have happened. Like last night I was like dreaming about like something for work and it's like it's fine. It's like I'm like I guess I'm thinking about this more than I thought because I'm having dreams about it. But yeah, it's just like those thoughts need to come out some way.
Yeah.
Yep.
But the craziest part is I remember it so vividly because I was watching The Witcher at the time. And I also am like, I was brought up Muslim. Like everybody in my family practices Islam. Like the furthest extent of that, obviously. Like I'm not like a hijabi woman. So it's like,
what are you doing?
that's why I'm always like I don't
is
wear
it your hair?
hijab,
But
so
yeah,
it's
I
like
guess
I'm not
it is
like
your hair.
like a big practicer.
Sure.
But that was like what I grew up on. And I remember during a Witcher episode, like there was this one thing about like genies and jinns. And jinns are demons in Islam.
Oh.
And I had a dream
Mm-hmm.
where there was like a jinn in it.
Ah.
And it was like I knew it was there and it knew I was there. And I was like, this is a little too fucking.
Yeah, those are scary.
Yeah, I was like, no, thank you, sir.
Mhm.
We're gonna contact my grandma. We're gonna say my prayers tonight because I remember I brought it up to my mom because it really bothered me.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's spooky.
and she was like, oh, okay, like why don't we like, because she's more religious than I am.
Your mom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not like super, but she's more religious than I am. So she
Mhm.
was like, okay, well, why don't we? And I was like, love this. Yeah, let's do this.
Are there like ritual, like prayers or same thing to kind of like?
Yeah, I basically just said like my prayers. I have this little like, cause I think I had like night terrors as a kid because I used to have like really vivid like nightmares. Like it was pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
So like I have this like little like I remember it got so bad like I was really nervous to sleep, and I went to like the Hajj, which is like a priest in Islam,
Mm-hmm.
and like he like wrote a bunch of prayers on this like paper, and then he bound it by cloth, and I attached it to Pica for the longest time because Pica always slept with me.
Yeah.
I still have it, like
Yeah.
the little like. Oh my gosh, why can I not remember what it was called? It had a specific name, and I can't remember that because I haven't slept with it in a while.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember that night I was like, yeah, no, we're pulling up with the Pica and the prayer on the bed.
It's nice.
Like,
it's like a comfort, right?
Yeah.
And it like, it helps you relieve
so I
that.
was like,
Yeah.
no, I'm not fucking around with this. No, thank you. We're tackling the issue right now. We're not going to overlook this.
Yeah.
Even though I was like, I literally watched The Witcher yesterday, and there was an episode in The Witcher where there was a djinn.
But I do think I think it's important to pay attention to your dreams because I think sometimes like if it's your subconscious or if it's just, like something that you saw in the mall or whatever, or if it's a sign from, angels or whatever, like whatever you believe, like I think it's important to just like pay attention because I think, I don't know, sometimes I'm like, I have dreams and I'm like, okay, I need to like notice this and like it's telling me something. Like I'm upset about this and I'm like pretending like I'm not, or I need to think about this more. My dad is like really into dreams, and he's really into like if he has a dream and like then it'll like come true later. I don't know.
Huh.
Yeah. So sometimes he'll be like, I had a dream, like this happened to you. And I'll be like,
I mean,
oh
dreams are so fascinating.
They're really cool.
I think they're really cool. Like I used to be able to lucid dream all the time. Like,
that's when you realize that you're dreaming while you're dreaming. Yeah.
But and then I used to have like fucked up dreams. Like night terrors aside, like I don't really remember the night terrors, but like I remember like there's a couple times where I was dreaming and there was a person in my dream that was like, you can't wake up unless you like. And then like they took me on like a stupid adventure. Like I had to go into like town or some stupid shit.
Yeah.
But it was like there would be times where people would be like, you can't wake up. And I'd be like,
I'm trapped here.
Yeah. So it's like, and then like I remember my mom was gonna fucking laugh at this. I remember one time I was driving in the car with my mom and I asked her if I was dreaming or not. And she's basically like, don't be ridiculous. Like you're like, this is real life. But like, I brought it up to my mom like months ago. I was like, remember like when I used to get confused? She was like, you did not ever ask me if you, and I was like, I don't fucking know. I don't know. Because it's also like, she was also my mom and I was also like sick. So it's like realistically, how much is she going to remember me saying, Mom, is this real life or is this a dream?
She'd probably like, shut up, Nikki.
Nikki, please. We're on the way to grandma's. Just leave me alone. Like just, so who knows? But
how do you feel when people want to tell you about their dreams? Because some people are like,
it's so fun.
Okay, I don't mind it, but some people are like, you're telling me a story about something that didn't happen. Like, I don't care.
I love stories.
Okay.
I love stories. I'm a hoe for a good story. Gather around the campfire.
Okay, let's go.
Like,
let's go.
I love a good story. I used to tell stories all the time when I was a kid, especially, I think maybe this is all like, I'm kind of like having like some self-reflections right now.
I know.
I used to tell like, because on my mom's side, I was the oldest cousin. Like for like there was like the first half and then the second half basically is because like, I'm technically not the oldest, but like, there's like 3 older than me, but they're older by like 8 years.
It's like a big
so
chunk,
it's not even
so y'all
close.
didn't interact. Gotcha.
And I remember I used to tell Dylan and then my other cousins, Ebo and Deanie. like scary dreams, and like they used to like we all used to like walk to the bathroom together, and like we'd all wait outside the door because we were scared to like walk down the hallway when it was
After you
dark.
told them
After
the
we were
story.
telling stories, it was so fun. And now I like writing and I like reading, so it's like maybe like the circle. It all comes back. But
I do feel like doing this podcast, it's like because like one, it's like you just have to like have a conversation for an hour, like without like phones or whatever, and it's like we just clearly we don't plan anything. Yeah, we just like go. And so we opened up with Bridgerton. And yeah, talking about I know. I'm like I don't know how we got here, but like it makes me think about like okay, what do I think about this, or how do I feel about this? So it is like a nice self-reflection. So I like that.
Yeah. I love dreams. I love stories. Like if you're like share with the class, please.
I appreciate that about you because I like sharing stories.
I love listening.
Yeah.
Drama, fake, fictional, nonfiction, real, dreams. Don't care. If you got a story, let me know.
You're a good reactor to stories too.
Oh yeah, sometimes, I'm very expressive.
Sometimes overreacting. but we love that.
A little dramatic.
Yeah.
But that's why the people love me.
It is true.
That's why the people love me.
No, because it's like you can hype somebody up really well, which is fun.
Or
you can be like
exact opposite. I'll be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I told Nikki a story last week. I'm not gonna like go into the details.
I'm not gonna get into details.
We won't get into the details, but I told Nikki a story because I was like, hey, do you want to hear some gossip? And she was like,
yeah, of course, shoot me if I say no.
Yes, yeah.
It was like, shoot me in the middle of my big forehead if I ever say no to hearing gossip.
Or you were like, if I say no, I'm dead or something.
Like check me into a psychiatric facility.
And so I told her this story and she got up and like ran around the room.
Yeah, I got up and I threw away my water bottle, which I needed because I wanted to refill it up.
But in a very dramatic fashion. And then she kept being like...
Because sometimes you really, truly, madly, deeply hear something and you're like, wow, I need a second to step the fuck away from this table that we're sitting at.
I kept trying to tell the story. I kept trying to tell more details.
And I would just be like, why?
And then she was like, I'm sorry. I'm a reactive person. You shouldn't have told me if you didn't want a reaction.
So like, that's why I always tell people, like, I'm always like, hey, like, how did this go? How did that go? By the way, if you don't want my full fucking thoughts on this, do not tell me. Just say you're saving it for another time. Because I can't. It takes a lot for me to hold back. Mm-hmm. It takes a lot.
But I like it because...
Especially like, because like we're pretty close.
Yeah.
So it's like the closer that I am with somebody, the more I'm like...
Yeah.
You did not.
Yeah.
You did? You did not. Please tell me you did. And then it's like...
It's interesting because I think I try to... Most of the time I try to be like neutral when people are telling me stuff. Because I'm like... I don't want how I feel about it to influence the person because I want them to make whatever choice that they want to make.
That's a very good point. But sometimes you need the opposite.
But also, yeah. And so I do want to say, like, I do appreciate when you are reactive because I'm like, okay, I feel like it's honest.
Yeah. And Nikki's going to give it to me straight. Yeah. Nikki's not going to sugarcoat this shit.
Yeah. And it doesn't feel like the relationship is dependent on the reaction.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, we can disagree about this thing, but like it's not.
And then I'm not gonna like I've never been like I mean like I have like fully expressed my thoughts, but I've also never been like you should listen to me and I'm gonna get mad if you don't.
Yeah.
That's not the type of person I am. No. I'm gonna let you know if I have a problem with it or if I'm like supportive of it, but I'm also not gonna be like, you need to listen to me.
Right.
But I do get to say I told you so most of the time. So,
you're pretty like on it.
Yeah.
So
I get it from my mom.
Yeah.
My mom's also pretty intuitive on certain things like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I appreciate people like that. I feel like, when people are like checked in and like can see things, read things, I'm like, yeah, that's my kind of person. Yeah. Do you want to know about homecoming moms?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Complete 180.
Yeah. I don't know how to transition, but we were talking about this right before we started recording.
We were talking about, I don't even know how we started talking about prom. You were talking about prom.
Well, no, we were talking about prom and you were talking about like bouquets.
Yeah, like prom bouquets are like a thing now, and I think it's kind of like dumb. Why do you need a bouquet at prom?
Yeah.
Like that makes no sense to me.
And I was like, you know what a homecoming mom is?
And I was like, vaguely.
So, as previously stated on Girl Brains, I grew up in Texas. And again, all of these things, like, it's like you don't know what you don't know. And so it was all just like normal to me. I did not know that this was anything unusual until honestly a couple years ago. I was like, what? Y'all don't have homecoming moms? So I've shown a couple of my friends here. I don't know that I have any pictures of like me when my mom's, because like I was in high school before people had like smartphones.
Yeah.
But yeah, for homecoming, girls do mums. And so it's a big like artificial flower, like a
Oh, so they are artificial.
yeah.
Okay.
It's like it's supposed to be like a chrysanthemum, but it's like it's artificial.
Okay.
It's like that whatever like fake flower material.
Yeah.
It's like big like white circle that's like a flower, and then there's ribbons that hang down from it. And sometimes you would do like, so the standard is like one mum, so one flower part, but then you could sometimes do like 3 of them together, and then sometimes you do like a teddy bear on top of it.
Like a big teddy
Like a big
like
teddy
a normal size
Not
teddy
like
bear?
a normal size teddy bear, but maybe like, you
Oh,
know,
like that's still a big
that's
teddy
still, it's
bear.
like pretty decent size.
Put on a flower.
On top of the flowers, and then it would maybe have like the year, or like my high school M for Monaghan's, and then there was like lots of ribbons down, and on the ribbons there would be decorations of like whatever activities you were in, or like your boyfriend's name, and the ribbons would go down to like your feet.
Oh my God.
And so on homecoming Friday, you would wear that, and the guys would wear garters, and so it's like a similar version of it that would go around his arm. And you would buy, like the guy would buy you a mum, you would buy him a garter, and they're very heavy
For homecoming. This isn't even prom.
No, this is just homecoming, and you would wear it to school. So you would like pin it to your shirt, but most girls would like have to pin it to their bra underneath, because like they're so heavy it would like pull your shirt down or whatever.
Oh my God.
Sometimes we usually got them. There's like a local flower shop, and you would like order it a few weeks ahead of time, and you would tell them what details you wanted and like what size, and the price depended on the size. And then yeah, you pick it up and you exchange it with whoever you're going to homecoming with, or you get your own. It's like fine either way. And yeah, you wear it to school, and they're usually like bells on them, and so
Oh my God.
they're like so loud, and you just like walk around all day, and then you wear it to the football game that night too.
That's interesting. I've never experienced something like that.
I didn't think it was weird. I thought it was just like normal. I thought every high school did this.
So like, what was the most extravagant one that you had ever seen in person? The internet doesn't count. How much were they?
Okay.
Typically.
Okay. So I graduated high school in 2005, which I was realizing last night was like almost 20 years ago. So, bleh. So, you know, inflation and stuff is different now.
Yeah.
So I should ask my dad or my grandma. They would, well, I don't know if they would remember.
Like just
maybe like
$75,
$100
in 2005.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm Googling. I need to Google like an inflation calculator.
Yeah, Google how much a mum is these days. So
that is insane.
The mums
fucking homecoming. This isn't even prom.
Yeah, but also at my school we didn't do like a homecoming dance. It was just like you go to the
That makes it even worse.
I know, but it was like you do the pep rally, and everybody wears them to the pep rally, and then you go to the football game and you wear it to the football game, and that's it. I mean, we'll have like homecoming queen and stuff, but they would wear it out onto the field. Yeah. So yeah. What are you finding?
It says one of like that's like all like this like TikTok that like they talked about, but most fell between $200 and $300.
Yeah, that makes sense. And you like sometimes there would be like local people that'll be like, I'll make it mums, and you could get.
Well, I can see all the high school girls' Instagram mom accounts.
Yeah,
it was the photography back then. Everybody is. I can't talk shit. Sean's a photographer, but every girl had
like their little niche,
like,
and they would do it.
80% of them had like photography accounts.
Yeah,
they just had like accounts. Well, not accounts because it was but
yeah.
They just made moms. That is ridiculous to me.
Yeah, I mean, I think about like parents having to pay that money for their kids. Yeah,
I'd be pissed. I'd be like, "Fuck no, you're not getting one."
But like, you
have
can't,
Jeffrey make it for you.
You can't not have one. It's like really sad and embarrassing if you.
No, I bet, but it's like I'd be so pissed.
Yeah,
that is. I mean, like me personally, I just think that's. I don't know. Like, there's like a lot of things that like obviously are important when you're in high school, and that's obviously like a major one.
Yeah,
but it's like $300.
I think the elementary kids wear them too. But they're smaller. So you start wearing them in elementary school.
That is crazy to me.
Yeah.
And you don't even have a dance.
No. No,
Like,
you
it's
just wear it
for
to
like a
school.
fucking random ass October Friday.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're wearing $500.
Yeah, of ribbon. It's just ribbon and like a few bells. Like it's
That
really
is insane.
like cheap and gaudy. But I mean, that's what we
should
loved.
do that for next Friday.
We're
Next
mums.
Friday. We're gonna
Oh,
we should make them,
we
and
should
then we
make-
should wear them.
We could. I'll make you one. You make me one.
Okay, yours is gonna be really bad because I'm not used to making them.
Well, I've never made one either.
Oh, you just had somebody else make.
Yeah,
wait. Okay,
Yeah.
but you have had one before.
Oh
right?
my God, yeah.
Okay, I was about to say,
hello.
oh, you're
No,
like,
no.
it's so embarrassing, and I'm like,
No.
Sydney, did you not? Okay.
I followed all the trends. I
Okay,
like
I love
did
that for
everything
you.
I could to be cool. Truly, still do. That's why I watch Bridgerton.
You make me sick.
But we would get them at the floral shop. You order it ahead of time, and then you go pick
Okay.
it up. Mm-hmm.
That is so funny.
Yeah. So it's more of my life in Texas.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
I could not imagine. Even like first of all, my mom hated dealing with me when I only went to prom my senior year. I didn't go and then I went to like one or two not even. I think I went to only like my senior year homecoming dance,
Mm-hmm.
and that was it. And like I remember my mom being so mad because she was like, we were like driving to my boyfriend at the time's house, and she was like, "Where's who's does he have the corsage?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?"
You just weren't.
She was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
She should have
and I
checked
was
with you
like-
ahead of time.
I think she just assumed that I knew what I was doing,
Yeah.
but I didn't. And I honestly think I would have been like fine if I didn't have one.
Yeah. It's one of those weird things that like now you can look back and be like,
Yeah.
like even the homecoming mums or the corsage or whatever, it's like, okay, it's really not a big of a deal. But at the time it feels huge to feel
Yeah.
other. Like that isn't a good feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then like he had them. So I
Oh.
was like, oh, it was a crisis diverted. But I was like, what are you talking about?
When okay.
It was like, this means nothing to me. God, my prom was awful.
I was gonna say, did you wear like a long prom dress or a short prom
Okay, I
dress?
can show you. I have
Oh my
pictures on
God, we got
Instagram.
pics. We got pics.
I have pictures on my Instagram.
This is fun.
Um,
Because when I was growing up, nobody wore short prom dresses.
you can just slide.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
short prom dresses weren't a thing for me too. So like my ex is
Cute.
I was
Oh
so
my
smart though. That's how you know
gosh.
I never like actually cared about him because he was never on the front of a slide.
You look so cute. Your makeup.
Thanks.
She's got a smoky eye and like a pink bold lip. Who did your makeup?
my cousin.
Cute.
I'll share the pictures.
Yeah. I don't
after
have
our
any
podcast.
prom pics, which is for the best. Because again, there was no YouTube makeup tutorials. There was nobody. It's like
I mean, my
it
cousin
was a
did my
reckless
like
time.
I truly like both of them. Like both of them were in town.
Mhm.
One of them did my makeup. The other did my hair. I think I got my dress. I don't remember where I got my dress from. Probably Dillard's or something. It was somewhere in town. I think.
My junior year, I went to prom and I just went with friends that year. And we drove to like the next town over to get our hair done because, I was like in a
Yeah.
small town. So we went to get our hair done. And while we were there, my friend who drove us there, she lost her car keys. And so we were like at the salon somewhere. It was like, I don't know. So we were like frantically looking around, find the car keys. Okay. So we got a little delayed. So then, this is crazy. I forgot about this. We drove back to like our little hometown and we were like gonna like put our dresses on and like go to the actual prom. So we were at a friend's house and the girl who drove, who lost her keys, who found the keys, she was parked outside another friend's house. And then the back door was open because we were like going in and out. And I don't know how this happened, but somehow the back door was open and she like pulled up or something and the door hit my friend's mailbox, like a brick mailbox. And the mailbox just fell into her car. And just like scrape.
How do you?
I don't know. We were all like, we're like standing there in our dresses, like trying to hold the mailbox up from falling into her car. And like, she's like freaked out because I think it was like kind of a newer car.
Yeah.
And also she was just like it was just a really chaotic night because we lost the keys and
now
then
you have
the mailbox fell into her
my
car and it like
gosh.
really damaged her car. And we were all like, and I was like, are we still going to prom?
Are we still going to prom? It's crazy. I mean,
and,
yeah.
yeah. And so we were like, I mean, the mailbox just fell into our car. Like the mailbox was destroyed, and we just kind of like left it, closed the
Oh
door,
my
and went to
God.
prom, and we were like, we'll deal with this later. So
That is crazy.
yeah, that one was a fun one.
I don't have any fun stories like that on top of my head. But I feel like those are just some things that, like, when you're talking about related to it, you're like, oh my God, that reminds me. Like you said, like, oh my God, you completely forgot about this. That we were talking about, like, prom.
Yeah.
I never had any crazy prom stories.
Yeah. Prom, like,
I only went
after that one time.
Homecoming, I went with a bunch of friends to homecoming.
Yeah.
That was kind of fun because we were all just like, we were at like IHOP at like midnight. Just
That's
like,
the move. You gotta go to IHOP.
The IHOP closed down, but it's coming back. Hopefully, unless it's just a really mean rumor that somebody's spreading.
Well, no more Red Lobster.
I don't care about Red Lobster. I never went, never cared to go.
You know where I went recently? I went to the new Texas Roadhouse, and I had a great time. I had a really good time.
Is it like authentic?
I mean, yes.
Considering you're Texan?
I am from Texas, yes. The steak was really good. They stop on the hour, and they do like boot, scoot, and boogie. Every employee there.
That means something to me. What's boot, scoot, and boogie?
You don't know what boot, scoot, and boogie is? It's a song.
Everybody's looking
heel
at me
toe
right now.
do-si do 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 do.
It's not ringing a bell.
Well, I'll put it on my playlist.
Okay.
I'll put it on my playlist. So I think it's on the hour at the restaurant. They stop everything and they play Boot Scoot and Boogie, and every employee at the restaurant, they line up, and it's like it's yeah, I know. I felt bad for them because you see their faces and they're like dead inside. Their eyes are just gone, and they're just like heel toe do-si do, come on baby, let's go. And everybody's just like watching them, and it's kind of humiliating. I feel bad for them, but it was a good experience as a patron.
I've never been to a
Texas Roadhouse. You should go.
The rolls are really good.
The rolls are super good. And here's the thing, because it's like, this is newer in town, and it's like pretty popular, and but you can sit at the bar. We sat at the bar, and you get in like no time. So you should do it. Maybe. Date night, Texas Roadhouse.
Date night at Texas Roadhouse.
And it's like decent price for a steak. I thought it was good. So.
Maybe. Well, now that you said as a Texan that it's authentic.
Well, I don't know that it's like authentic.
I was just joshing.
I know.
I was just joshing.
Yeah. It's like, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Texas Roadhouse.
Is that also authentic?
It is authentic. That one is.
Fan of that movie.
Are you?
Not the remade one on Netflix.
Isn't Jessica Biel in it? The new one?
Oh, people's names mean nothing to me. It wasn't that good.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a slasher film, but it's nothing to the old ones. The old ones are so good. I'm a Ghostface girly though. Love Scream.
Oh, I love Scream too.
I love Scream.
So my name's Sydney. Hello. Oh, I have another Sydney Bassett story. I forgot to tell you last week. God, okay. But like, because everyone would be like, when Scream came out, hello, Sydney.
Yeah.
And like,
but that's actually
it really kind of freaked me out at the time. So I'd be like, oh. So I guess I kind of do believe in ghosts. But I forgot to tell you this. Last week, I got an email. And I know, I'm like, this keeps happening, and I was going to tell you last week and I just forgot. The subject line of the email was like volunteer info or something. And the name was a name that I didn't recognize. And I was like, what is this? And I open it, and it's like, hey, Sydney, I got your inquiry about volunteering at this animal shelter in this city. I won't say the city, with like the kitties, blah, blah, blah. And this is also, I know, it's really freaky. Also, this was around the time when I had my little foster cat, which she's adopted now. So I was getting emails from our local humane society about just like appointments and different things. And so I was like, is this related? Like, I was just a little confused, but it says the name of the place where the other Sydney Bassett is like wanting to volunteer with these like kitties, which I'm like, I know. We just keep, and I didn't reply to the email because I'm like, this isn't me, and I don't know where it's supposed to go. I don't know what her email is. But I think, are living parallel lives.
That's crazy.
Isn't that wild?
Especially kittens.
Yeah.
Not like they're like a niche interest, but it is just kind of funny.
Yeah. Well, to like, I mean, I think a lot of people like cats and kittens, but to like volunteer or do something with like foster or adoptive cats, I'm like, at the same time, like it's a little spooky.
It is very spooky.
So
maybe astrology and
tarot cards.
Tarot and all that is real.
Maybe. Yeah.
That's
It's like, what
crazy.
if we're like, there's some like kind of connection and like she does something and then I do it, or I do something and then she does it.
Yeah.
I don't know. So
I've never had any cool stories like that with anybody that has the same name as me, but it is a doozy. It's no Sydney Bassett.
no Sydney Bassett. The other one. Well,
But that
she
that's not even, we talked about
yeah,
this,
she got a
so-
name. I don't know that she changed her name.
Yeah.
But
That is so weird though.
Mm-hmm.
That is so weird. I was like, I mean, like, that's just like so creepy to me.
Yeah, it is a little spooky.
Good on her for helping
Cats.
the kittens though.
The kittens.
What
need
about,
help.
are you feeling another foster kitten coming soon?
Okay.
Foster cat?
Okay, this is where I'm at with my cat journey. Thank you for asking.
Okay. If you don't want to talk about this, you don't have to talk about this, by the way.
You're very kind to do that, but
Okay.
I'm good. Thank you. I still think I need a little bit of a beat.
Yeah.
But I do check the Humane Society daily.
Mhm.
There's like 2 new cats that I saw like this morning. I'll show you.
Cats or kittens?
Cats. So I think right now I'm open to change. I think I want a cat, not a kitten, because I did the kitten thing and that was rough. And so I think I want a cat, but not like an old cat, because I want to keep the cat for a while. That's the plan. But yeah. So I'm like looking cautiously and like, when it's right, it's right. So I check.
Okay.
I check.
Because we had a chaperone cat.
I know, but it was a kitten and I'm like, I can't do that.
Oh yeah, it's understandable.
But I'll
so
show you the
funny.
pictures. So there's 2 that are like long haired that are there and they're kind of cute. So
Social media, Nikki, plug the cats. Right here. Right. Cat. Here's the cat. We'll share with the
put
class.
the pictures of the cat.
Yeah,
Okay.
cat here.
Good. I was like, who's social media, Nikki?
Yeah, just me. Social media, Nikki. That's just me.
Okay. Yeah. So
Put the cat here again. Okay, here we go.
when I get a cat, everyone will know.
Yeah, I'll be there immediately.
Yeah.
I love other people's pets. I would never have like a personal pet of my own. If I did, I would probably have a cat.
Yeah.
But it's just, I'm an other people's cats person, other people's dogs person. Just owning one myself is just too much pressure on me.
Well, that's the thing. I always thought like, oh, cats are easy, and like in general they are, but I think I've like been through it with the cats, and so now I'm a little bit like, but I will. It's so nice coming home to a cat.
I bet.
I love it. It is so nice when they want to snuggle with you. It's like the best feeling in the world. So
I love cats. Cats are so cute.
they're really cute.
Dylan really wants a cat.
Yeah. They're good. Picks?
Yeah, we could do our pop culture picks.
Okay.
You can go first because I don't know what my pick is going to be.
And
we can't say Bridgerton because that was talk trendy to me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm scared. I don't know what I've been.
I know. Okay. Another podcast that I'm going to do 2 things.
Okay.
So another podcast that I really like is Every Single Album. Typically, well, it started as like they reviewed every single Taylor Swift album, which obviously I loved, but now they're doing Pop Girl Spring, and so they're reviewing like all the pop girl albums that are coming out. So this morning I was listening to their one about like the new Billie Eilish album. They did Casey Musgraves, Gracie Abrams. I think they've done Ariana one. I haven't listened to that episode. But I just really like the host and the way that they talk about the music, and it makes me want to listen to new things besides Taylor Swift, which is crazy. So I have been enjoying that. And then my other pick,
2 picks.
I told you my other pick is the deli at Publix. I got double mac and cheese today for lunch, and it was
so good.
That mac and cheese was so good. It was like salty in the right way, very creamy.
We're not talking about the sandwiches. We're talking about like the
because everybody was like really into pub subs, and I
still am. Don't get me wrong.
I feel like mad about a pub sub, but like turn the corner, go to that deli, get some popcorn chicken.
Pub sub, Pookie.
Yeah.
So you feel mad about your Okay.
I
just needed to say that. I just needed to say that out there for those of y'all who don't know.
I feel meh about subs. I feel meh about sandwiches. I don't get excited about a sandwich.
I love
and
Sammy's.
Because the times I've gone and I'm like,
Sammy's.
I want a meatball sub. And they're like, we don't have any meatballs. And then I'm like, oh, am I supposed to do turkey? Like, I don't, like, it's disappointing. But anyway.
A good sandwich.
Their mac and chease is great.
Go to town for a good sandwich. Their mac and cheese is really
good.
It
was really nice and creamy.
One. They also have like the traditional,
whatever I got was
crap
good.
American cheddar. I don't know what they use in traditional mac and cheese. Big mac and cheese fan though.
Yeah. What's your pick?
Very good deal. My pick is the Four Seasons Orlando baby. Me. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The Four Seasons Orlando baby? No, see, y'all make me
It's an actual baby?
It is. It's an actual baby, and it's a TikTok trend going around.
You're picking a baby.
I'm picking a TikTok trend.
Okay.
I'm picking a TikTok trend of a baby. But it's like everybody's clowning on this baby.
Is it an ugly baby?
No.
That was not convincing.
Ugly. But it's like the mom is like, who wants to go to the Four Seasons Orlando? And then the baby's like, me.
Like a toddler, not a baby.
Yeah, but it's like a baby.
Cute.
No, it's a baby. And it's like, social media Nikki, play the clip. So it's like,
oh.
But it's like, it's going viral. But like everybody's making fun of this as a grown ass baby. What the fuck you know? You can't even name the Four Seasons. What you talk about the Four Seasons Orlando?
What about Four Seasons landscaping? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea what we're talking about.
When Rudy Giuliani did the press conference and it was outside of Four Seasons Landscape Company.
Oh wait, is this the hotel thing? The Trump thing?
Yes.
Now I know.
And then he's like sweating his
because I thought it was a hotel and the hotel was like down the street or some shit.
And it was like we could have booked the hotel, so we got Four Seasons Landscape Company.
So funny. Yeah, no, Four Seasons Orlando, which when you Google it is like a $1,500 a night hotel. So that baby's got a bigger network than I am.
For sure, me too.
Net worth than I
probably network too after we've gotten TikTok famous.
But everybody's making fun of it because it's like a grown ass. They're like, they get that grown ass man out of the baby costume. Is what people are saying, talking about some Four Seasons. You can't even name the Four Seasons.
That's cute.
It says me. So I've been posting memes on my like private me. Oh. Yeah, that's what the baby is. The memes I've been posting, it was like me when somebody asks if I want to go to a patio and get like mimosas and talk shit about people.
Oh yeah, I did see you post that. Cute.
Yeah, so the Four Seasons Orlando baby is my pop culture pick of the week.
Cool.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys for tuning in. Go
follow us on Instagram.
Oh yeah, follow us on Instagram once again.
At Girl Brains Podcast.
Yeah. Who wants to follow us on Instagram?
Me.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, guys.